Good morning. It's a new day. I stayed at an RV park last night, and you may have saw before I signed out last night that RV parks are not my thing. This one was really nice, don't get me wrong. It had showers, laundry, flush toilets, a convenience store, a gas station, all the things. And some of the campsites were very large and spacious and far away from everybody. Mine, however, was in the middle of two big RVs. And car camping people, tent camping people, and people who drive big RVs are usually pretty different. And so I just felt like I stood out. I feel like I was being annoying to everyone around me, and I'm sure that's probably not true, but that's how it felt. And sure, it was nice to have all those amenities. I didn't actually take a shower because I had just taken one, and maybe I'll regret that later because I don't know when my next shower will be, but yeah, I don't know. Not my vibe. Convenient to have when you need the amenities, and I'm sure I might feel a little different when I have the trailer. But as a car camper, RV parks are just not my vibe. I also think that I don't choose the best campgrounds when I do my research online before heading there and make a reservation. And I think something that I need to work on is trusting that I'll be able to find a campsite when I get there, so that way I can shop around a little bit when I arrive, rather than panicking that I'm not going to get one and then just booking one ahead of time that might end up not being the best. So that's what I'm going to do tonight. I have a general idea of where I'm going to end up. It's kind of a lofty goal, it's pretty far away, but I got going earlier this morning than usual. It's about 9:45. I really wanted to get going earlier than that, but that just didn't happen. So right now I'm heading to Zion. So I'm going to go check out Zion National Park, and then after that start heading north. I have a reservation at a hot springs a little bit north of here, and once I'm done there, I'm gonna head even more north and then try and find camp around there somewhere. So that's the plan for the day.
I lose my breath whenever I see you. You stole my heart, what is it that you do? Was great till you added colors. Like the moon needs the sun, we don't care about the others. You set my world on fire. You're my heart.
Alright, we're in Zion. Woo, pretty. You know, the cool thing about Utah that I've noticed so far is that, like, so many rocks, like all the rocks, and you'd think you'd get sick of looking at rocks. And I was starting to in Moab, and then I left Moab, and all the rocks everywhere else are so different. None of them look the same, so I'm not getting sick of rocks yet.
Like the moon needs the sun, we don't care about the others. You set my world on fire. You're my heart's desire. I just wanna love you, just wanna hold you, just wanna be with you till we grow old. Please tell me you'll stay, or take me away. I want you for myself every single day. You set my world on fire. You set my world on fire. I don't know what I'd do without you. You make me smile, what is it that you do? My life was great till you added colors. Like the moon is the snow, we don't
stopped at this tunnel thing. I think the ranger just told me 10 minutes.
You're my heart's desire. I just wanna love you, just wanna hold you, just wanna be with you till we grow old. Just tell me.
Ooh, man, if you are claustrophobic, I do not recommend going in that tunnel. My Lanta. That was long and dark and a little scary, I'll be honest. But I made it. Alright, I need to get somewhere where I can pull over and have service and figure out how to get to my next destination because, per usual, I am running low on time today.
Well, take me away. I want you for myself every single day. You set my world on fire. You set my world on fire. I just want you. I just need you. I don't know what it is you do. I just want you, I just need you, I don't know what it is.
This campground is right outside the visitor center. Looks like a really nice one. I would definitely stay there. You can see the mountains, or the rocks, the cliffs, whatever. Yeah, I would definitely stay there. This visitor center parking lot is a nightmare. It's huge and it's full and there's so many people here. Very, very busy national park. All right, I'm making one more loop in this parking lot. And if I don't find a spot, I'm leaving. I don't want to leave because I want to get a sticker to put on my cooler. But like also I've been driving around for 15 minutes trying to find a spot. It's absolutely nuts. And I have places to go. Do not have unlimited time to be driving around a parking lot. So one more loop, we'll see. Wish me luck. Welp, that was a bummer. That parking lot was completely nuts. I really wanted a sticker, but I couldn't get one. So maybe I'll find one at a gas station or something. I don't know. I also really have to pee, so maybe I'll kill two birds with one stone at a gas station. I don't know. But yeah, I'm out of here. That is just craziness. I got stuff to do. All right. Now I am on my way to a business that is run by a pretty famous YouTuber. And I'm gonna do a drive-by, see if it's not super weird to stop by. And if it's not weird, I will stop by and say hi and maybe buy some merch or take a picture or something. Oh, well, look at here. Maybe I don't have to go to the visitor center at all. There's a whole business for gear and stuff. And I bet you they have a bathroom. That's becoming top priority. And I'm also hungry. I'm gonna make a sandwich. Okay, hold on. Pause for this and then I'll catch you back in a minute. All right, well that was successful. That's where you go. Don't go to the visitor center. Goodness gracious. I am a sucker for those souvenir shops that are like have more of a local vibe rather than like the same souvenir stuff that you see at every visitor center, just different national parks stamped onto it. So I went to the bathroom and then stopped in one of those shops, got a sticker to put on my cooler, and then I was able to find a couple souvenirs as well. So I got one for me, one for my dad, and one for my little sister. So yeah. All right, as I was saying, I am going to drive about 35 minutes and head to a business that's owned by a pretty famous YouTuber. If you have any guesses, put them below. If you know what area I'm in, you might guess where I'm going. My dad is more of a fan than I am, but I do watch some of the episodes with him. If it's weird, I'm just gonna drive by and take a video for my dad. If it's not weird, then I'll stop in, maybe buy some merch, maybe take a picture, yada, yada, yada. So, anyways, that's where I'm headed next. And then I do believe I am running low on time and I am potentially not going to make my reservation for the hot springs, but this will probably be okay. Hopefully they'll just let me in the next hour slot, or I'll just pay to get into the next hour slot. I don't know, we'll see. Zion is a really cute little area, by the way. There's lots of little shops and restaurants and hotels, and I can't tell if this is just like tourist trap area or if people actually live here as well. Maybe a little bit of both. I'm not sure, but it's really cute. I wish I had more time to like hang out, but then I'd probably just go shopping and spend more money, to be honest. So yeah. Oh yeah, it does look like people live here. Huh. What a cute area. All right, onward. All right, so I'm leaving Zion and I'm going through more of like the residential area, and I drove past a winery and I drove past an orchard, and this whole area is just so cute. So cute. I definitely want to come back here and spend a few days here and explore and actually go hiking and go shopping and eat at the restaurants that look really good and all the things. You might be wondering, like, Katie, you've went through 3 national parks and you've pretty much just driven through them. Why don't you stop and hike? Well, I want to, but also I only have a limited amount of time on this trip, and I have a lot of places that I want to hit on this trip, and so I don't really have time to stop everywhere and explore like I would like. And this is kind of the way that I like to travel, to be honest. I like to see a lot of things in a short amount of time. And then when I see those things for a short amount of time, I decide which ones are worth coming back to and spending more time. And so, like, that's how I felt about Santa Fe. And actually, the first time I went to Santa Fe, I did not like Santa Fe. And then I decided to go back, and I actually spent about a week and a half there, and I fell in love with it. But, like, on this trip, I've hit 3 national parks, a state park, a bunch of other spots and towns and everything, and Zion is definitely on the list to come back to. I also want to come back to Moab and like maybe rent an ATV or go on a tour, or, you know, go on more hikes, make reservations for arches and deal with all the people. Yeah, so I definitely do want to come back and explore more. But like Canyonlands and Dead Horse Point and Capitol Reef, those are plenty fine to just be quick drive-through stops, in my opinion. But Zion and Moab, they definitely need more time. So I'll be back. And that's kind of how I decide how I travel, is I do short trips like this where I just bounce through and pass through the town and really get a good feeling for the vibe of the town and the people and the what there is to do and whatnot, and then I'll decide if I want to come back later. So there you have it. Zion, I will be back. I just drove by Winder Towing. I think it's pronounced Winder, not Winder. Winder Towing, which is the business that Matt with Matt's Off-Road Recovery owns. So I got a picture for my dad. Everything was like gated off and locked up, so I couldn't like get in and say hi or anything, which is fine. I didn't like want to be a bother anyways. Someone did pull in when I was there, but I don't know who it was. I'm sure they have fans outside taking pictures all the time, or maybe I'm just a weirdo, I don't know. Anyways, now I'm on my way to Mystic Hot Springs, which is about 2 hours and 11 minutes away. It's about 12:54 right now, and my ETA is 3:05. The problem with that is that my reservation is at 2, so I'm going to be about an hour and 5 minutes late. I tried calling to see if I could push my reservation to 3, and they didn't answer and their voicemail was full. So I'm just gonna show up and say, sorry, I tried calling. Can I please get in now instead? And we'll see if it works or not. This is why I hate making reservations while traveling, because you just never know how long things are gonna take. I thought 2 o'clock would be good enough, but clearly not. So Matt's Off-Road Recovery is in Hurricane, Utah. It's spelled hurricane, but I believe it's pronounced hurricane. And it's actually quite a cute little town. I was expecting it to kind of be a little like tiny town that not much was in and whatever, but it's actually very nice, and there's lots of nice houses and businesses and all the things, so I'm impressed. I've arrived at Mystic. Let's see if I can get in. So I guess it was no problem to get me into the hot springs because I have the place to myself. I'm literally here alone. Alright, that was Mystic Hot Springs. It was quite nice. I have tried to be more open-minded when I visit hot springs, because oftentimes when you visit hot springs that are, you know, like a business that's like run by somebody that's not just like a natural one in the mountain, they often don't give you the best first impression. And so I've tried to learn to be open-minded when I go there, because honestly, that's just how they are. I've been to a couple very bougie hot springs in New Mexico, Ojo Caliente and Ojo Santa Fe. They are more like spas. They're beautiful. I've been to Jemez Springs in New Mexico. That one I would say is kind of similar to Mystic, but a little bit nicer. But kind of like man-made pools, but still with natural water. I've been to Hot Sulphur Springs in Colorado, and I've been to Strawberry Park in Steamboat Springs in Colorado. I think I've been to a few others. Oftentimes, ones like this are just like this, where they definitely give off like hippie, communal. No one checked me in. I called somebody and he just like said go ahead. Like there was no checking, there was no like making sure that I stayed the time. When I was in Ojo Caliente, there was an employee that was going around and his whole job was to make sure people were staying quiet. And it was just like so stressful to be there because you couldn't talk to anyone around you, even if you whispered. And here, I was literally the only one there. I didn't even see a soul. So yeah, it's just interesting. I try to stay open-minded, and I do dig the hippie communal vibes. And there was a campground behind there and like some cool old buses and stuff. I think you can reserve those to stay in overnight. I would camp there for sure. I don't know if I'd stay in one of the buses, but I would definitely camp there. It looked pretty cool if you're into like that kind of vibe. But yeah, it's also 93 degrees outside, and so sitting in a hot springs was hot. So I really only stayed like 25 minutes. I can't say that the water left me feeling any like different. Like sometimes you can really tell that it's like natural hot springs water, and there's like goods in there that are good for your skin and whatnot, and I didn't really feel that, but it was still nice. So anywho's, so my next stop is 2 hours and 41 minutes away. So much driving today. Tomorrow's gonna be even more driving, but I really do want to try and make as much distance as I can, because tomorrow ideally I want to start heading home, which is very far away, and I would like to get home in one day. Yes, I'm heading north. I have a campground in mind. I do not have a reservation, but I have a campground in mind that I have put in my GPS that I'm going to try for. I'm trying to be a little more spontaneous this time. I'm also starving, so I may stop somewhere and just grab some food quickly on my way. I also need to stop and get gas eventually. Yeah, so that's the goal. If I go straight there with no stops, I'm arriving at 6:30. I like to arrive at campgrounds around 6 so that I can get settled in and everything and have plenty of time before it gets dark. But I think it's gonna be a late night tonight, so that's all right. That's all right. We got lots of ground to cover to get home, so the more I can cover, the better. Yep, that's the report for now. I'm not actually tired. I'm more just bored. And if I'm being honest, I really don't feel like driving. This trip has definitely involved a lot of driving, and I chose that. It's my own fault. But I don't want to drive. But I know that if I drive the 2 hours tonight to get to the campsite, then that's only like 7 hours that I have to do tomorrow to get home. So it's either 2 tonight, 7 tomorrow, or 9 tomorrow. And I don't know, 2 tonight and 7 tomorrow sounds better. But I'm bored. I don't know why I wanted to check in, but I'm bored and I'm tired. But I'm not like tired, don't worry. I'm not going to fall asleep at the wheel. I'm just like bored. I'm listening to the same music over and over again, and I really don't feel like listening to an audiobook. And at this point, I'm just whining. Sorry. But that's real. Y'all wondered, like, oh, Katie, how can you do a road trip? Blah, 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 blah. It's boring. That's just the truth. Nice Sprinter van on the side of the road. I've definitely seen a lot of vans. I'm checking out every van I see. Saw a cool bus this morning. Followed her on Instagram. I would love to put my handle on the back of Amelia. I'd really love to do that so that people could like follow me as they see me on the road. But also, I would hate for like the wrong person to see that handle, look me up, and realize that I'm alone, and then be in the same location I am. I wouldn't want that. So I probably won't put my handle on it, even though like that's the smart thing to do for social media, but safety-wise, I don't think it's very smart. Speaking of social media, I don't ever post where I am while I'm there. I only ever post my location after I've left that location and am far gone from it. That's another safety thing, so no one can actually like find me while I'm there. road trip after that. Haven't set a date yet, but hopefully not too long after that. My dad has been making a lot of progress on the camper while I've been gone. He sent me some pictures. Also, I feel like I'm getting sunburned on this arm from it being so close to the window. So I'm gonna be tan on this arm and not on this arm. Oh my God, help me, I'm bored. I'm bored, 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 I'm bored. This is when it would be nice to be traveling with somebody so you can like be bored together. Also, I can't record on my phone and listen to music at the same time, so I can't even like sing to you guys, which is probably a blessing, but I can't even do something goofy like that. It's just me talking and you hearing the rattle and the road noise. Apologies. No, I'm just babbling. I'm sorry. Probably none of this is gonna make it in the video anyways. So I'm driving through Provo to get to my campground, and this is so nice. Am I even allowed to drive through here? Like, holy cow. These are some of the nicest houses I have ever seen. And this is the way to get to the campground, supposedly? I don't know. But wow, what a beautiful area. Also, like 99% sure that I'm sunburned over here. I don't know if you can see that or not, but I think I'm toasted. Can't believe this is the way to the campground. There's gotta be another way that's not through a fancy neighborhood. That may have been Sandy, Utah, not Provo, Utah. I really don't know where I am, to be honest. Somewhere in that general area, driving up the mountains. That's all I know. You know what I was thinking about today? I wish my car had an elevation reader so that I knew what elevation I was at while I'm driving. Looks like we're pulling up to the campground here momentarily. And it might be full based on everyone that is pulled over on the side of the road. Okay. Let's see. But yeah, elevation reader. Someone invented, please. Oh my God. Wait till you see this campground. I lucked out and I got a site that's reserved tomorrow for 2 days. And I think I got the last site in the entire campground, but it's not reserved tonight. It's mine. I just confirmed with the host, who's a really nice guy from Slovakia, and got me down for a night at the most beautiful campsite I possibly ever stayed at. This might beat the one that I stayed at the first night. Like, wow. It's so pretty. Wow. Okay, I'll give you a little tour and then I'm gonna get camp set up. All right, so I'm in the Tanner Flats campground outside of Sandy, Utah, and I'm in site number 3. I thought this was first come, first served, but most everyone had a site reserved, and so I guess it's reservation, I don't know. But there's these steps that walk down this way. I'm not gonna have a campfire tonight, but if I wanted to, there's a grill and a picnic table. Walk up here a little bit, sits up here. I guess this is a tent spot. Okay. Oh my God, this place is crazy. Then there's a river over here. You can see that. I'm gonna go explore that later, but wow. Like, are you kidding me? If I didn't learn my lesson about avoiding those RV parks that make me cringe and just having faith that I would find a beautiful campsite, I did. Like, look at this. Oh my God. I'm sad that I'm only staying here one night. I would love to stay here for like a long time. It's so peaceful and beautiful. This is definitely going on the list of must come back to places. All right, I put on my boots. I look ridiculous. And I also put the bear spray in my pocket. And I'm gonna go walk down this trail here and investigate the river. So I'll bring you guys with. Just like that far into the trail and like, oh my God. All right, so I thought the trail went over here, but that definitely looks like a deep, dark, black hole, so I'm not going that way. So we'll go this way. This looks like a bit more of a trail. Ah, yes. There's the river. Wow. Wow. Beautiful. I love it. All right, if we head back over this way, I think there's another trail that kind of goes over here. There's this massive stump, or trunk, I should say. Oh my God, look at this thing. Holy cow. I don't know if you can like see size comparison, but this thing is massive. Massive. Gonna be honest, feeling pretty physically exhausted. Just feel really like bleh. This trip has been very like action-packed isn't quite the word, but just go, go, go constantly, driving constantly, so many places, loading up the car, unloading the car, getting out of the car, seeing this place, getting back in the car. It's just been like a lot. And I chose this, and this is what I was planning on doing, and this is the way that I like to travel, so I did this to myself, but I'm pretty tired right now. You can just tell my body's just like done. So I'm gonna leave you guys here. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one.